Hi, it's Lorraine. I'm back for a little bit more keeping mentally healthy. And if you remember, we are talking about what makes us unique, what makes us different from the person next to us or the people in our family. Well, one of the ways is our gifts and talents. Now, I want you to imagine a bag of pick and mix. So there might be different size sweets and different shapes, and there might be different flavours. There might be sweet, there might be sour. Oh, you know those ones where you eat them and it goes, oh, it goes right up your jaw. Oh, I really want pick and mix now. Sorry. So imagine your gifts and talents like this bag of pick and mix. No two bags are ever going to be the same, are they? So there might be a little bit of this, a bit of that, and a bit of all sorts of different gifts and talents in there that make up who you are. And that's fantastic. That's a way of celebrating. And somebody else next to you will have a different bag, and that's just as good a bag, but it'll be completely different. And that is just absolutely fantastic. So let's see what might be in your bag, the different sort of gifts and talents that we have. Some are really obvious. It might be things like, you're a really good runner. Okay, stick that in. Okay, you're really good at maths. Oh, stick that in as well. But some are a little bit less obvious and actually need to get to know people better to really find out the things that they're good at. So it might be things like somebody you know is a really good encourager, really kind of goes, go on, you can do it, you can go for it. And that is an incredibly important skill, but not one that's really obvious, is it? Or you might know someone if there's someone in your friendship group that's a bit of a peacemaker. You know, they're the ones that'll go, all right, you two, just calm down, don't worry, we'll sort it out, let's talk. That's a brilliant skill as well. There'll be all sorts of different things. Okay, so now one of the things is that these different gifts and talents will take time to come out, and you just need to be given the right opportunity to make this new talent shine. And that's really quite exciting, because at your age now, you've got a long time ahead to discover all these new gifts and talents. And at my age, at the grand old age of 30, then, I'm discovering new gifts and talents as well. Never knew I'd be any good at video editing and things like that. Who knew? All very strange things that I've discovered in lockdown. Okay, so yeah, some different opportunities. And sometimes you might be good at them, sometimes you might not. But that's okay. Keep going for those new opportunities, because you never know when you're going to find a thing you are just fantastic about and that will give you so much joy. Don't worry about getting it wrong, because there'll be lots of things you try and you go, oh, I'm a bit rubbish at that, aren't you? So I'll give you a great example. Now, my son, when he was about 8, he went to a friend's birthday party, and it was around Easter time. And there's a small group of friends there. The friend whose birthday it was, their mum was brilliant at she is brilliant at baking. And she had all the right tools to do all the lovely decorations with the sugar craft and things on top, and all those modelling and things. So she made all sorts of different things. So with it being Easter, they decided she'd made some buns already for them. And as part of the party, they were going to decorate these buns with bunnies' bums. Can you believe that? But it was fantastic. And there was one of the friends she was just so clever. She was really good at all the subjects. She's brilliant at maths, brilliant at history, brilliant at all those sorts of things. But she was rubbish at this. She kind of went blur, but she enjoyed it anyway. It was all good fun. But actually, my son, it was really interesting, because he's quite artistic and often away with the fairies and thinking about all sorts of different things. But he was so focused on this little bunny's bum, and it was so good. And I wandered in to go and have a coffee, and there he was with these little modelling tools, making little paws, and it was amazing. And it's just really a privilege to watch this talent just coming out like that, and just because it just been given the opportunity. But like I say, sometimes you're given the opportunity and it turns out you're not very good at it. That's okay. So now it can be quite hard to realise that you're not good at something. I remember trying the choir when I was about 8, and and I didn't get in. And I was really hurt and upset at the time. But now I look back and I go, oh, do you know what? I'm not good at singing. I am not a singer. Just saying, putting that out there, I am not a singer. That's fine. That's quite good to know, because if I had set my heart on being an opera singer or a pop star or something, I was going to be sadly disappointed, wasn't I? But do you know what? Just because you're not good at something doesn't mean you can't enjoy it either. So I'll still sing in the car when I'm on my own, or I'll still sing at church with some hymns and songs and things like that and enjoy it and be drowned out as well. That's probably a good thing. But you can still enjoy those things even if you're not good at them. It doesn't matter. Okay, so now it is really, really important not to let the fear of failure stop you from keeping going and keeping trying. And you will find things you're not good at. That's fine. But keep trying new things, because you are going to just find just a thing that you are great at and might just bring you so much joy in your life, or be a great career path, something that you choose to do and get paid for when you're older. Okay, I've got a brilliant poem, and I love this poem. It's very short, but it just sums it up perfectly. It's by Erin Hansen, and it goes like this. There is freedom waiting for you in the breezes of the sky. And you ask, what if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly? I just love that. Don't let the fear of getting things wrong stand in the way of living your life. Okay. Now, our activity today is we are going to be celebrating our gifts and talents in different ways. And you can take your pick on this, more pick and mix. I'm going to have to go out and get some pick and mix now, aren't I? Okay, so what have we got here? So we've got some stars, like you get gold stars when you're good at stuff. So we're going to celebrate our different talents. So you might want to cut these out. And for every star, you might say to the group of people on your little group of tables, right? Oh, you're really good at I don't know, really good at swimming, aren't you? Oh, you can write that down on your star. And someone else might say, oh, but you were so helpful when I was really struggling. That was really kind. Put that on there as well. Might be all sorts of things. You can colour them in a bit. Or you might have a think about the things you're good at. Maybe you can have a think about the things you want to try that you think you might be quite good at. It's always good to try. Okay, and the other thing is, if you want to, that's it. I've got a bird template here, and it's about that flying. In what ways do you fly? So again, you might put on here, you might be brilliant at swimming, you might be an artist, but you might be really kind and encouraging. What sort of ways do you fly? Okay, so there's different options for you there. Have fun, and I will see you next time.